Election day is right around the corner and early voting begins this week in Kentucky, and there are some things on the ballot that voters need to understand before getting to the polls, like constitutional amendment questions.
Yeah, everybody in Kentucky will be voting on those. WDRB's Dalton Godbey here, breaking down Amendment 1 again for us. Dalton, it's a very long question. We continue to get questions about it. Boil it down. What is it really asking the public?
Well, yes, it is very long. I mean, take a look at this on this sample ballot. It takes up about half of this page, so you can understand why some people might be confused when they see this on the ballot. If this amendment passes, it means that a sentence would be added to our state's constitution explicitly prohibiting non-citizens from voting in our elections.
And so the amendment aims to prohibit non-citizens from voting, Dalton, but then people are questioning, has this even been happening in Kentucky's elections?
No, it has not been, and that's another reason why this could be complicated for some of our voters. It's important to understand that it's a federal crime for non-citizens to vote in state and federal elections. However, there are some cities, for instance San Francisco, that do allow non-citizens to vote in local elections. But according to Kentucky's Secretary of State, that has not been happening in Kentucky. He testified about it earlier this summer and told me just recently that it's already the state's policy.
That's my policy. It would be nice to have the Constitution reflect our policy very explicitly, so I don't have any risk of litigation over what we do.
Okay, Dalton, since Kentucky already doesn't allow non-citizens to vote, why are supporters saying this is even necessary?
Yeah, that's a good question, and many of the opponents are arguing the necessity of this amendment question. But Kentucky's not alone in this. They're one of 7 states who have a similar question on the ballot. As I mentioned, some of those in favor of the amendment say it protects election integrity and immigrants, undocumented immigrants, from voting in the election. But those rallying against this, well, they say it is unnecessary and could stir up some hate towards immigrants. Coming up at 6, you can hear from proponents of the bill and those who are against this measure.
All right, Dalton, thank you. We will see you again at 6 o'clock tonight.